and she's a Pilates teacher, and she gave me my body back because she taught me about core strength. I mean, sometimes when I lift something up into the car, I go, whoa. It's like, wow. And I'm 77 years old, and I call myself a bodybuilder because I do weights, I do cardio. I'm working on the concept about how many steps you take in a day. And I actually did a mile. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Because the complex I live in, if you walk around it, it's a third of a mile, and that's always been kind of a challenge. And yet one day I had an appointment, a doctor's appointment, and it was in Seattle, and it was in an unfamiliar thing, and I ended up walking 2,000 steps, which is about a mile, and I'm going, hey, I didn't have any ramifications from it. I didn't die. My knees and all those old things there didn't hurt, and so I'm changing that. And like I said, it's all about redefining what challenges are, and about wanting deeply from our heart, not where our head is. Oh, I should do this or I should do that. It's more about I want this because I know it's just me. And like that's how you find your passions.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, well, just one little thing. Regarding, I can totally relate to that. Regarding my multiple sclerosis, it's like I've gotten from family members in the past. It's like, okay, well, you know, I think you're overexerting yourself because your MS symptoms are flaring up, and you need to get more rest, and you should rest a lot more. And so it's like, okay, well, I don't really feel like resting, and it's like, I go with my heart and my gut, and so it's like I just keep moving, and it eases up, and I get better. It gets better, and you know,
Right, right.
it's like just keep
Absolutely.
going further and further and build it up.
Yeah, no, whatever is going on, moving the body is the greatest healer there is. And part of it is there's a whole science called bioenergetics, and where the theory is that your feelings are buried in your body, and movement is, I remember there was part of my journey, because I'm on a journey to reverse diabetes and high blood pressure, and I've gone from 5 medications to just one in the last year. And but the concept of having feelings in your body, one day it was like I was struggling with a craving, and well, what is it? Is it a craving? It's like, well, you're really craving connection with people. And well, I know that. I know my history. I know all that why that's I want connection, and why I was suspicious of people and all this kind of stuff. And it's like in my journaling where I really can get in touch with my heart. I realized that I hadn't really addressed the feelings buried in my body. I bought myself a plastic bat, and it wasn't to fight it out, it was to release it out, with love, you know because one of the messages that helped me survive was learn the meaning of love and how to express it. And because that is the highest energy, the highest vibration there is. And every time I do a new level of giving and of connecting with people, I just feel freer. And the good thing about coming alive is you're more productive because you're not fighting yourself. Your energy level is like exponentially up. I just love that concept.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I found for myself, about the self-love, it's like, you know, I was when I was down with the depression and negativity, it's like, I didn't really have much or didn't express it much, and I was just like, okay, whatever, this is how it is how it's gonna be. So I don't really need to do much to take care of myself because it's all gonna end in a ball of fire anyway. Who really cares? And I'm just gonna die, so whatever. And just thinking all negative and all that. And, you know, yeah, I flip the switch and it's like, no, no, I want this life. You know, I want all that I can get out of life. And
Wow, cool.
all the life that I can live. And, so I started treating myself better and, you know, loving myself and, realizing that I am worthy. I am, you know, worthy of living this passionate life and instead of just,
Absolutely.
existing until the end. And, it's like, that isn't a life. That's just survival. And it's like, I don't want to be there.
Ah, yes, and and there was a period of time when I thought there was something really wrong with me because I kept having problems. I thought people who were normal didn't have problems. Wrong. I mean, seriously, I did think there was something wrong with me because of that. And finally, it dawned on me. Finally, I realized, even, because I'd put these people that I thought had it all figured out up on a pedestal, and then they'd have a challenge and be human. And I finally figured out that there's always going to be challenges, and it's time to redefine what that means. It means an opportunity to grow. And well, then I became a solution finder addict for a while. I was going to find solutions to everything. And some of that was really good. It gave me a lot of information, but it was also a distraction because I was so busy solving problems, I didn't feel my feelings. And that for me, in my emotional addiction to food, I I needed to learn to feel my feelings without seeking comfort in any way. And when I got that concept, and it was scary because I had some concept inside that if I started to feel my feelings, I would have some rage or some, from my past. And the truth of the matter is, by the time we're adults and have had a few years of experience of life, we won't have the same helplessness and the same rage because we know we can handle it. And so a lot of people just are afraid to move on because they had a terrible relationship with their mother or their father, and they just they don't know how to master it. And the idea that you really as an adult have learned some skills in managing things can help you move on, because it won't be near as devastating as it was as a child when you didn't have any control.
Yeah. Um, just actually, just like late last night, I was talking with a friend, and on a phone call with a friend last night, and talking to her, and it's like I was what was going through my mind, because I was talking about talking about my past relationship, and I was talking about how that went all downhill and everything, and then came to the end, and it's like my head started going into that old, old thinking, old feeling, what have you, and it brought to mind, that what I where I've gotten in my life now is okay to move on. I've got to work through this stuff and get past all of this, get past that situation, get past, constantly thinking and dwelling on that, that situation, um, and in order to build in the present and move forward for the future.
Yeah, people get stuck in their past, and then like I say, they have blank spots about them. They have unconscious messages about them they're not even aware of, and unless they're willing to say, I want to do something different, that's, they go around in circles and circles, and what I call fighting themselves, because every part of you is really meant to be positive and passionate and cooperative and caring, and and if you have emotional outbursts and that kind of stuff, it's like you degrade who you are, and it just becomes a vicious cycle.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, to move forward, to move on, to progress, we just staying there does no good whatsoever.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we're meant to, I keep thinking, oh, I've got so much information. I know how life works. I've done this. I've created this. I get, and I think, oh, it just can't get any better, but it will. It will. There's more depth always, and it's like amazing, amazing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, it's like since, well, I don't want to go through the whole thing, but since I, decided to write my own, just decide to step out there and write a book and get it published, my life story, and then, in promotion of all that, meeting these people in marketing, meeting Gary Vee, having get, being blown up a little bit on social media by Gary Vee, and just now I have a radio show, getting this whole process moving and going through it all, living life is like, with all this is like quite the journey, and it's amazing, and just like life is phenomenal, and
Yes, absolutely.
it's like before I started all this, it's like there was no there was no you know not much that was amazing about life, and I don't know, there was, but it was like just sort of dismal, going day to day, and
Yeah.
I was focusing on living one day at a time, but that was it, just that day, and it's like, okay, this day, big deal, whatever. And now it's like totally blown up. It's just
I know. I see you on Facebook every day. You're doing something. You're taking pictures of something beautiful. You're taking pictures of you doing your exercises lately and your yoga, and I'm going, see, that's what life is about, is taking every moment and just living it in I knew I was starting to heal when I could laugh and wasn't so serious about everything. And the one day I found myself in the car with the radio turned going like this, and I thought, I wonder what people think as they go by.